All right, so we've got some good submergence right here. So let's start out with Vallisneria. So this is Vallisneria. This is a leaf of one that I think is a little easier to see. What's really easy about this, see how it's got 3 zones? You just shaded it. It's got 3 zones, and you can see those. See how there's like 3 zones in the layers of it, and then it also looks like broken glass. So that makes it really easy. It's a rosette. So if we go back to here's several of them. This is a good fish tank plant, and so it makes a little rosette. It's connected underwater by a nice rhizome, so it's kind of like a spider plant, if you will. So Vallisneria, this is super common. It's one of the most common submergents in Michigan. And then we've got, this is not the greatest, but there's a Myrophyllum here. This is, and what's really easy about Myrophyllum, this is actually a native variety or a native species. See how it looks like a feather? So there's the main stem and then the side branches. It's actually a compound leaf. So they're whorled leaves, and then they look like a feather. And this one does that really well. This is kind of half dead, but it shows it really well. So Myrophyllum, there are lots of different species of it. Here's probably the tip of maybe the same one. So Myrophyllum. Okay, and then we've seen this one before. So Najas. Remember Najas? Almost every branch or everywhere there's a leaf, they're opposite leaves. There's a branch. So there's leaves, branch, leaves, branch, leaves, branch, leaves, branch, leaves,
Let's
branch.
put that a little slower.
So just if you just look, almost everywhere that there's a leaf, there's a branch. Now that's true with every plant in the world, but this one really does it. And then they've got opposite leaves, and if you looked at these real close with a scope, you'd see that there's little teeth on these, or little spines on these. Hard to see with the naked eye, but all right. Then the rest of these, most of these over here are gonna be Potamogetons. Okay, so let me just grab one. This is nice because it's just so big. Here's the flower. It's it hadn't yet emerged before it got whacked. So this will stick up out of the water. Okay, but this is like the immature flower. Remember, Potamogetons have stipules. So this is a massive stipule associated with this leaf.
Let's point that stipule out one more time.
This is the stipule.
Yep.
Okay, and then they've got a strong mid vein. So there's a really strong middle vein. So stipules with strong mid vein, Potamogeton. There are lots of different species of Potamogeton, but that's just blatantly obvious. Okay, then since I just said there's lots of species of them, let me just grab another species of Potamogeton here. This is a different species. Same thing though, we've got a stipule. There's stipules for each of these. Okay, and the strong midvein. So strong midvein and stipules, that's going to be a Potamogeton. Now there's in fact one more right here, and this is one of the ones that are more pain in the butt to key out because it's just so small. But if you look, oops, I pulled off the leaf. You can see that little stipule.
You can see it.
So, and then if you looked at the leaf, it's kind of hard to see in the water moving, but there is a midvein there. So stipule midvein, that's another Potamogeton. And that's it.